I'm sorry.
Hello.
Oh, I understand.
Oh, hey, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Like I said, welcome back, Viv.
Hi.
What happened?
My computer took a shit on me out of nowhere.
Thought it was something like that. Either the computer or the internet.
Oh, we have a fourth person now.
We have Soul Taker.
Hello, welcome on into the chat. Yeah, I don't know if you heard both tail ends of the conversation before it crashed, but I was talking about my favorite wrestler.
I gotta see what's going on with the stream here.
That depends which wrestler you're talking about.
All I heard from the conversation before I left was how you were talking about how you liked Roman Reigns before the tribal chief, and then when I came back in, I heard you talking about how you sometimes slip up on pronouns.
Oh yeah, I try not to offend people, but I catch myself.
Nice to actually meet you.
Likewise.
I've been watching your past streams with extracurricular activities.
Thank you. I hope you enjoyed
And what scared me was when you did the Darius route.
Yeah?
Yes, do you realize what my name is besides the actual name that I'm
Is
using
your
now?
name Darius?
No, the character that you played as.
Oh.
The other one.
What is the name we did and in the Darius route?
Come on, you can remember the Darius route.
I can remember the Darius route.
I actually scared myself when I did the Darius voice by accident. Does it sound like you're talking to yourself? Come on, don't be a tease.
I'm trying to remember. What is the character name we did in the Darius route?
If you give up, I can tell you.
Yeah, what is it?
Andrew.
Oh, yeah, he is Andrew.
That's actually my name.
Nice.
And I almost choked on my water when I heard you say my name in the past video. It's so yeah. I guess yay! I got Darius. I was hoping to get Spencer, but never mind.
Well, sorry. Can't get everybody, pal.
True. But I'm actually following along. Believe it or not, while I listen to your stream, well, not stream, the past videos, what you call like a read-along, if you will.
Yeah, it's like a let's play.
Yeah, and I've been doing the actual game while I listen to your vids.
Well,
So far I've been doing Harold, done Spencer, I've done Darius at the end part. Still wish you can finish the rest. I'm also doing Dozer. I haven't done Chester yet. So yeah, since I finished Darius, I might as well do Chester now since he's next.
Cool.
Yeah, but yeah, I still do voices, but I've never done the extracurricular activity voices. I doubt I can do Spencer. Darius is a piece of cake. Harold, I don't know. I doubt even do Dozer because he's more of a deep voice type since how giant he is.
Yeah. Oh, hey.
It happens. Sometimes that's why I always gotta check. I don't use computers much, but Yeah, you gotta check your systems before they overheat. And yep.
Fortunately, it didn't shut down all the way, so everything is still up and running when I came back. So I'm gonna save. I save after every turn just because this is a chonker of a fucking game, so I am used to it crashing a couple times. It has done that a couple of times to me.
Sounds like you're trying to beat a.
It's crashed on me.
But yeah. But I thought you were ending your stream, but I guess not.
I might at some point soon. My throat ain't
what it used to be.
Really, Papa Bear?
Yeah, I don't know what was that. Like a mix of Taker and Ronald Reagan.
It kind of almost sounds like Harold.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm a little confused. Mike DeArgon, or I'm trying to think, was it Mike? Mike saying they liked the version of Roman that beat Taker at WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah. I liked Roman Reigns when when he was before the Tribal Chief. I still think he's doing a stellar job at being the heel. It's, but I liked when he was the big dog a little more.
Or the Shield, remember?
Oh yeah, the Shield was awesome.
Yeah, back in those days they were. Yeah, the band split up though. One's in AEW, the two are remaining in the WWE.
I can't stand Seth now. He's so freaking annoying.
Tell me about it. Seriously, he's like this dumb version of the Joker.
Yeah.
But his music is still badass though.
Oh yeah, the music's cool, but then it ends as soon as he comes out.
No, not true.
My dad and I watch wrestling together, and every time Seth comes out, my dad's like, "Well, what kind of atrocious outfit is he wearing this time?"
Yeah.
My dad and I used to always watch it. Not anymore though. I still watch it, but he's no longer with us. So.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Sorry for your loss.
Yeah. Thank you. You could say that me and him were actually Undertaker and Paul Bear. He was my Paul Bear. I was the Undertaker. Yeah. Good days, though.
Yeah.
So, what's everyone's opinions on Logan Paul being part of WWE now?
He doesn't belong. He's an outsider. Rhonda, she's okay. She can stay.
Yeah, I like Ronda Rousey. She's nice.
Yeah, you could say that. But him, you're better off in the Octagon, Bo.
His match against Roman Reigns is not going to last long at all.
No, it's going to be like Goldberg.
Yep.
It better not last very long.
I mean, who puts a card on a chain?
The most expensive Pokemon card in the world, and he always wears it around his neck.
What is it, a Pikachu?
I think it's a Charizard, but like, why the balls does anyone like? Right now, we've got Logan Paul booked as a babyface. We've got Dexter Lumis stalking The Miz and threatening him and his family at their home. He's a babyface. What the fuck are the good guys anymore?
I don't know.
He's got the whole world in his hands.
Fair point, but at the same time, we like him though. We don't like Logan Paul though.
Um,
I gotta ask any of you, have you ever been to WrestleMania?
no,
No, I
Really?
that would be too
I've
much. I want to go to the
I've
Royal Rumble.
I've
I,
been to a live SmackDown when it came to my city.
I've only been to one live event, and that's WrestleMania 31.
Ooh, the sunshiny one. The one you got to see Sting live.
Yeah, hell yeah, and my idol Undertaker, plus Bray Wyatt. But at the
That
time, he was a bad guy in my point of view. But what was special was that day was actually a surprise birthday gift from my
aw.
brother. So yeah, I didn't kind of want to watch any more WrestleManias or nor hear about it because that day on the 30th anniversary, Undertaker lost. I honestly thought I was gonna vomit
Oh, jeez,
and
yeah.
lose consciousness.
Yeah, that Brock Taker match was an emotional day for a lot of us.
That depression lasted for 3 months. I didn't want to talk to anybody in high school, anyone.
Yeah.
It's like I was that distraught. But soon, when my brother was looking into like if Undertaker's gonna like be there at WrestleMania, he secretly got some tickets, and he gave me a magazine. He said, "Go through it." So I did. Then it went to the page that showed 21 and 1, and what it was in the middle, 2 tickets to the stadium.
Aw, that's so nice.
Yeah, I cried in happiness, and I hugged him.
That's so nice.
Yeah, it was.
My the SmackDown that I went to was when it was, I don't know, was it still on Thursdays? I'm not sure.
Thursday night SmackDown or Friday night? Which one had Teddy Long in there when he was still a manager?
No, the one I went to was when Seth Rollins still did his. He was still the architect, I believe,
Oh, so this wasn't that
and
long ago.
That's gotta be at least Friday or Tuesday SmackDown.
it's also when the New Day was still a team.
Oh wow. Okay, so it was a couple years ago.
It's gotta be Friday then.
It was really nice because it wasn't actually my dad that took me. It was my mother, who's not into wrestling at all, knew how much me and my older brother liked it, so she got us to go see it. And I kind of had to teach her about how people's opinions were of certain wrestlers because she didn't know who was or who to root for. So when people were chanting New Day rocks, she was chanting New Day sucks.
It's a bit confusing, huh? It sounds like you done it.
Yeah,
No,
imagine
they
if Kurt Angle
sucks.
came out.
You suck. You suck.
Yeah. Why is he smiling?
uh, why did the Probot call me a furry?
Oh,
What?
that's something that the Discord channel just does.
Yeah, I feel. Yeah, I'm not a. It's like what Moxie says. I am not a furry.
Yeah.
I'm not a possum.
So,
Oh,
Oh,
we lost
Leo.
Leo.
We lost our Leo.
it looked like I disappeared.
Yours is just a black background. It's the face in the middle.
Jeez, I only see the two of you. Huh. Well, so what were we talking about?
We can
We're talking
continue
about how
talking.
Roman Reigns ruined 2 Royal Rumbles in a row.
Oh shit.
2015 and 2016.
How so? You have to refresh my memory because I've seen every single pay-per-view.
2015 when Daniel Bryan should have won, but Roman Reigns won instead.
Oh yeah.
2016 when Roman Reigns had a match already, but then he came out anyway. Oh no, 2016 was when it was all booked around him because he was the champion and he came out. He was number one, and so it was one versus all, and so it sucked.
That was the day, or I guess you could say the beginning of McMahon losing his shit.
Yeah.
Because, sorry to say, McMahon was a good guy and taking care of the business, but the older you get, the more you lose your stuff.
Touch.
Yeah, touch. Thank you. Yeah, he was the boss, but not anymore. Not any longer. It was time for him to retire. Since
Yeah.
Triple H took charge of the creativity area, everything's been coming back. They brought Bray back. They brought everybody to their. They brought everybody back that Attitude Era pop. And I mean, I honestly thought since the Extreme Rules, I thought they just like forget it. We're not doing it. Joke's on you. And I mean, let me tell you this: I accidentally saw the codes. It showed nothing but a blue X on the answer. A blue X. Why does that sound so look familiar? And I looked it up. I saw the Extreme Rules, the blue X in the middle. I was like, oh god, don't tell me he's actually going to appear there. So, I was right. I broke the code. But fooled us all when he showed up on the ending. But that was a good touch, though, showing everybody Huskus, Mercy, Rambling Rabbit, Abby the Witch,
Yeah, man.
like in human form, and the Fiend. But I noticed his hair was black.
I was kind of spoiled about Bray Wyatt coming back because I didn't want to, because I have a Twitter, and a lot of WWE stuff is on Twitter, so I was scrolling through Twitter one day because I was planning on watching Extreme Rules with my dad, and I scrolled past a post that said, oh my god, Bray Wyatt returns to WWE, and I'm like, oh, come on, are you kidding me?
Yep. If you want to watch WWE, you can't. You just can't be on your phone at all.
That's where the reason why I got Peacock, since they shut down the app, WWE Network. At least you get $4 a month instead of $10 a month.
Yeah.
My dad didn't like it when they switched because now you have to wait until the pay-per-view is over to watch it from the beginning, when in the WWE Network you could watch it from the beginning at any point.
They still do that on Peacock.
Not from our experience.
Maybe it was back then, but you can now. We can say that. We can now. Or you can go to the live feed and be at the present. But yeah, that's that. That's your choice. Anywho.
I just like being able to go to the search bar and like searching anything and like being able to find it.
Yeah, if it's there, that is. Because sometimes on that app, sometimes they're there. Sometimes in a month or two, it's gone.
Yeah, no kidding.
Or a week, I should say, a week. Well, at least right now they're bringing old classics, horror movies, especially the new Halloween Ends movie. I'm actually gonna watch that on Halloween Day because it's a tradition. In my work.
I miss out
So,
on the classic Halloween movies.
I've seen a few of them. They aren't my cup of tea. The most recent horror movie I've watched was Smile. It came out like this year. I'm not going to spoil it in case anyone in chat wants to watch it or anything like that, but my personal opinion, it kind of sucked.
Aw.
Never heard of it.
It's mainly the reason why I don't watch horror movies anymore, because it's like, At least with horror games, they try. With horror movies, it's like predictable. It's like, oh, where's the teenager gonna run next? The basement or the attic?
Or
Oh,
upstairs when the door's literally in front of them.
That's disappointing.
Seriously, come on.
like to bring up something as a comparison. If I personally believe that most horror games today, like Silent Hill, Outlast, or any one of those, have more impact on being terrifying to me than movies like Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, I have his glove in real life. It's hanging on my wall.
I have his claws as chopsticks.
Chopsticks.
Yeah, it was a bit of a random gift.
You gotta play, boy. I actually have the actual metal claws or glove, and I actually made an actual glove from knives and a welding glove, and I gave it to a friend of mine.
Yeah, and neat.
Yeah, but dangerous. I mean, come on, knives aren't toys.
They aren't.
Yeah, but I'm still after certain ones, either the Freddy Versus and the 2010 remake. That's all.
So, Vivian,
Yeah.
do you which version or which era of WWE do you think they should bring back again?
I don't think they should bring back any era. What I think they should do is learn from what worked and utilize the talent they've got in a smart way. See,
Right.
they've got all the talent they need right now to use them smartly. But the problem is that they've also got a lot of dumbass ideas. They've got
That was when McMahon was around.
they've also got a lot of dumbass ideas right now.
Yeah, like whose bright idea was it to hire Logan Paul?
Yeah,
McMahon.
that also dates back to McMahon. But they also, there's the problem is right now there's the transitionary period is hard to tell what is just sticking around long enough before it gets fixed. Like we were hoping that like the day after Triple H took over, LA Knight would come back. Well, we had to wait a bit, but LA Knight is back now. We just had to wait for Maxine Dupree to fully take over and for LA Knight to have a reason to come back, which was him fully getting pissed off and storming out of the Maximum Male Models bullshit.
And also, they have to deal with paperwork.
Yeah.
That takes a while.
Trademarks and a whole bunch of shit.
Merch.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of things that need to be worked out. The big thing right now is they need to stop with the fucking live event stuff. Because
What do you mean?
The live shows that aren't TV or big shows. I'm talking house shows.
Oh, those. Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're working your wrestlers too often. Because AEW has too hard a style, and that's why they have so many injuries. Plus, they don't have proper training. WWE has so many injuries because they work too fucking many times.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, it happens most of the time. Not as much. Come on. They, what you call it, baby rap. They in the Elimination Chamber. There are no more steel grates on the flooring. That kind of killed it.
Yeah, mind you, the thing is that the style evolving to the point that it has basically driven it to the point where wrestlers back in the day could do 60-minute Broadways because about 60% of it was sitting down in a rest hold. But now you cannot take wrestling backwards. You cannot unring a bell. So once wrestling has gotten to a place where fans are conditioned to expect a certain speed and a certain style, you can't go backwards. So you have to adjust the expectations and the schedule. As such, if wrestling fans are going to expect certain things and a certain speed, you can slow it down. You can work within certain expectations, give them pieces of what they're wanting. Don't give them the whole fucking buffet at once. You still have to work with psychology. You still have to work with proper selling and proper expertise. But at the end of the day, you can't go back to 60-minute marathons and rest holds that last for 70% of the match. You can't do it. And you also can't go back to bra and panty matches for filling up all the times where your top stars have to go do a bunch of fucking drugs in the back because they have to work off the concussions they got from their fucking brawls that they fill up the rest of the cards with. You can't go back to the Attitude Era because turns out that also wasn't that good if you look back on it.
It kind of was. Well, I gotta say it was about a lot of pop back in the day. I mean, yeah. I mean, come on. I'm watching the Attitude Era while it's still living. I get to that point where it's gonna die. Now onto the ruthless aggression part. But it was the best era back then. I just gotta say that, though.
It was of its time, but it also had a lot of hate. It had a lot of bullshit. It had a lot of mindlessness. It had a lot of nonsense. It had a lot of just
nudity.
Yeah, it had a lot of car crash booking that made no goddamn sense and that catered to the lowest common denominator. Literally, they would sit in the back and watch Jerry Springer and be like, how do we put this in a wrestling match? Mark Henry impregnated Mae Young, who gave birth to a human hand.
Thing.
Triple H banged a corpse to make fun
of Kane,
who supposedly raped a dead girl after a car accident. Oh, is this really going to sell tickets? And all the gay bashing, all of the transphobia, all of the fat shaming, all of the lack of progression for women's wrestling, all of the like.
Yeah, I gotta give you that. Yeah. With Rico, Billy.
The technical prowess of Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels to the brawls and concussion-tinged madness of chair shots and barbed wire. It was entertaining, but was it good?
I'd say so. I mean, come on. Especially with Hell in the Cell with
Mankind.
There was that, but it ended pretty quick. But there was also the same thing for Kane and Stone Cold, but McMahon himself brought the Cell down, and then they both came down again.
Yeah.
But there was also that moment when Mankind got his tooth taken out, and it went through his nose, and his lip got cut open.
There was also Kane hanging the big boss. Not Kane.
That was Undertaker.
Yeah. I misspoke. I know it was the Undertaker hanging the big boss man at WrestleMania in Hell in a Cell. That's real.
Now that
real
was a
entertainment.
little. Yeah.
How about Kennel, the Kennel from Hell, where innocent dogs were made to be terrified and shit all over the place and not at all participate in the match because the storyline called for what? The big boss man to have murdered Al Snow's dog and fed it to him? That's real entertaining.
Pepper. I think he was named Pepper.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really seen a lot of the Attitude Era, so I can't really weigh in here.
Yeah, I first started off on the Attitude Era, I think, since Kane made his debut, I bet. Because I was born in 95.
Was awesome. Kane's debut was great.
I used to make Kane's masks until I ran out of supplies. Seriously. Right now, my hair is the same length as when he debuted a bit. It's a little short, but it's still long, though. It's still my top favorite. Kane and Undertaker are my tops.
I would have been Mankind for Halloween this year, but I couldn't get my hands on a quality mask.
I got one. I wish I could give it to you for borrowing it. I made last year. I even won a fucking reward for the best costume because I never broke character. I even made a socko out of my own sock at the party.
That's awesome.
Because literally, let me tell you this. I got to tell you this. They're asking like, "Where's Mr. Socko?" I was like, in my head, like, shit. So I asked my sister because she was the host. So I was like, "You got a Sharpie? Because I got to make something real quick out of the blue." So she gave it to me. I went to the bathroom. Literally took off one of my right shoe, took off my sock, and it was smelly too. I made it more accurate. Anyway, I remember how he put his faces on the sock. So yeah, and I had to I pretend I was looking at the mirror and pretending like he was showing Mr. Socko for the first time to McMahon at the hospital. Mm-hmm. So it's okay. I got that down. And yeah, I even know how to make my hair look like it got a bad haircut because that's how Mick Foley did it. So you could say I found out his secret. So I can actually make my hair look like it's had a bad haircut when I wear the mask. So I would show it to you, but yeah, you're not here. But anyways, I actually have a genuine leather mask.
That's awesome,
and let me tell you, when Mick Foley said that he hated it and he loathed it, he said it smelled so rancid afterwards. And let me tell you, he did not lie. When afterwards, after the party was over, when we stayed to clean up the after party, I took off the mask. Like, God damn, it was so he's got protective padding inside the mask, but my mask doesn't. So yeah, it was a bit uncomfortable when you first got it because it smelled like fresh leather. But the smell will soon go away throughout time. But I still have it in the box like it's brand new. That's how I love it. I mean, I even got Undertaker's purple gear hat. It's still in the box, and I won that from guessing something from the pay-per-view.
Nice.
Yeah, it's still in the shop. You can also get his hat, his tie, and his gloves. That's all. But the real deal I got is actually the mask.
Well, that's fucking sweet, man.
Yeah, it is.
Someone in the chat is saying Logan Paul getting hit sounds funny.
Yeah.
Something my dad wants to see reinstated again is where the wrestlers will know who's supposed to win, but they get to decide, how the match goes down. They just have to put on a good show instead of it all being choreographed.
Also, we got to make sure the fans don't predict it and they know when they're right. True. They got to bring back they didn't see that coming bit. you know?
Right.
Like when McMahon revealed himself, it was me, Austin. Like nobody knew it was him until he revealed himself.
Yeah, because
But something like that.
Sense.
I mean, he played it very well. I gotta give him that.
Yeah. Turns out Vince McMahon makes a good psycho bastard.
The
Oh,
evil
no.
boss. The evil boss. But yeah, I'm still wishing I could just make at least a few of Kane's masks. I used to make a lot of them, but I stopped because I ran out of quality. Go figure. But I found out finally what the actual tool, not the tools, the actual leather that he used. It's called tooling leather. Because a guy actually said it for finally. They said, you need leather, you need leather. Like, yeah, what kind of leather? There's different kinds. Come on. I mean, right?
Yeah, you need,
Like, I know you.
You need to eat food. What kind of food? Edible.
The kind-
Thanks.
Sure, thanks. That actually helps. But yeah, I kind of know how to shape it, but I never, like I said, ever done anything with actual leather that Kane's mask actually is being used for. How to make. So, but I still like to try at least. And now I know that some of his masks were leather dyed, but not just actual painted. They just leather dyed it. That's how I found out that some of his masks, early masks, got a little runny. Especially the first mask when he first debuted. It was red like usual, but throughout time, a month or two, the red paint started to blacken out. If you guys didn't notice,
Yeah.
that was the leather. That was the leather dye that was running because his hair was wet and it's always over his face. But me though,
You got a spam bot that's that.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, I blocked them, but unfortunately, because the stream still shows it.
Anyways, like yeah, if you're gonna look at for an expert, the Undertaker stuff and Kane stuff, I may be an expert because I know what Kane's first, second, third, fourth, fifth masks, what they actually look like, and how the details are. Kane's and Undertaker's, especially his hats, his coats, and everything. I may know a thing or two because I sing a thing or two. We are farmers, yeah, whatever. But yeah. His Phantom mask, yeah, I remember that. The day he took it off. And, yeah. I know what he used to wear. Did you know that during the Purple Gear era, he wore red at the time?
What do you mean?
You know where the purple brim is on the top of his hat and his gloves and his pockets?
Yeah.
You see purple everywhere? He actually secretly, out of screen, wore red instead. I mean, you can look it up on Google. You'll see a few. It's what you call off-screen type of attire. Even his boots, those same stuff on his boots were red as well. So everything that you saw as purple gear is turned red. That was like one of those, non-aired attire. Like with Kane's cape. He only wore it once, but it was not on TV. It was on a live show.
Interesting.
See, I know a lot about Undertaker.
It's like how Undertaker was supposed to be called Kane the Undertaker at first.
Yeah, but they scrapped it and actually used Kane for a brother. Younger, long brother. So yeah, you could say I'm kind of an expert on Undertaker and Kane.
Very cool.
Even though they tried Most Wanted Treasures, they thought the Kane mask that the Glenn Jacobs, the actual Kane guy, gave, they thought that was the original. That is not original. No. It's the fourth mask, fourth model. They say it's the second one. It's like, bullshit. I even yelled out, bullshit. That's not the second. That's the fourth one. Because the eyes and the eyebrows. The eyebrows, when they go upwards in the back of the head, they bend the opposite, direction. Now, on the third one, though, it bends a little the other direction, and then it goes downwards. But like I said, though, like I said, I'm a kind of an expert on certain attires of my favorite wrestlers because I study them. Yeah, I'm a geek. Go figure.
Hey, man. Everyone has their passions, and there's nothing wrong with pursuing them with full candor.
Like, can you guess how many urns have been used throughout Undertaker and Public's career?
God, I would have no idea. There's got to be so many.
There was 5.
What? Just 5?
5. One, the one Undertaker made his debut with Paul Bearer. Well, first it was actually Brother Love. Yeah, I know, I caught myself. I love you. Anyways. So, at first, yes, Undertaker was with Brother Love. Then Brother Love introduced Paul Bearer for his new manager. So then what Paul Bearer himself said that he feels naked without anything because he always carried something when he managed somebody. So since he was an actual mortician, he actually got his hands on an urn. And there we go. It stuck him there. So the first urn he had, there was that until the resurrection came in, and then there was a giant ass one. And that one got stolen by Kama with Ted DiBiase and King Kong Bundy. It got melted down into a chain. Later, the chain was given to King Mabel. But soon, when Undertaker was wearing the Phantom mask, because when King Mabel did the splash on him, it hurt. Collapsed Undertaker's orbit inside his skull. So that's why he had to wear that mask, because to protect the padding. And yeah, since then, when the Day was still wearing that mask, he retrieved the urn back, and that's the betrayal urn came into play. That's when he was facing Mankind in the Boiler Room match. After that, the urn was still around, but it disappeared for a while. That is until yes. So that was the third one. Am I right?
I think so.
It is. Keep track now. Come on. Now the betrayal urn had the tray in the bottom. Now keep that in mind. So when Paul Bearer came back for WrestleMania 12, I believe, no 20, he came back with a different urn. That's a fourth one. So after that, they made their little break for weeks a while. Then when he came back, it was the same betrayal urn, but without the tray in the bottom. So that's still the fourth one and third. But when he made his shocking return with Kane, that was the new urn. That's the fifth one, the one that had 3 lines in the middle. And that was the last urn that he had.
Wow.
See, I'm so smart. Thank you, Darius. See, I can be fun. I'm having fun with Darius so much. It's kind of scary.
I know it's fun to have fun. It's fun to have fun.
It's fun to have fun. Anyways, but yeah, like I see, kind of an expert on Undertaker. I remember the Ministry era, the Red Devil, Badass Days. I even have every single song. I even know by heart his Druid's chants. Ain't that creepy, huh?
Chernobyl, how you doing? Sorry, I didn't notice you were in the chat there. We're talking about wrestling.
Yeah, we're talking about wrestling. You know, the back.
So another thing that I personally believe that was better when they were older, or the old version of them, Baron Corbin.
Which one? Which one? When he had hair, or was he?
The Lone Wolf.
I like this theme song.
Yeah, his theme song was like the best thing about him.
Yeah.
I even use it in the game because it kind of matches my character. But not anymore since they changed it. I wish they would actually have the old one.
Speaking of the games, did you know that Randy Orton's tattoo artist actually tried suing WWE because they used his tattoos without her permission?
What? It's on his body.
Yeah, but there's the legal. It's a gray area. The legal IP ownership of the designs of a tattoo artist is.
How do you know that?
Yeah, the argument is that they made the designs, therefore it's their art, whether or not it's on another person's body. I'm not saying I agree with that. I'm just saying that's their argument.
She got like $3,000 out of it because she actually won, surprisingly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she got a few $1,000s out of them.
Huh. Oh, geez. I'm
Well,
sorry to hear that, Chernobyl.
Damn.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh, sorry. I stopped watching the stream because I couldn't keep up with both things at the same time.
Yeah, it's been a challenge for me as well.
But yeah, good times back in the day. That was very well. Well, the day that Undertaker retired, I was actually breaking down like anime style, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
And you want to hear the creepiest thing?
Oh, I love hearing the creepiest thing.
Good, because listen, when he was making his speech, yeah, I was breaking down because I was having flashbacks when he was back in the day. Even McMahon was breaking down a little bit when he was giving his speech. He almost did, by the way, I should say. I was feeling him, especially the lightning. Was a good touch. I give him that. And the symbol was like so good. I had to draw that, and that's why I have it today. It's an honor, and since I'm one of the diehard fans.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, but I'm getting a little sidetracked.
Oh,
when he was, yeah, I even have a freaking trench coat. Anyways, so when he was saying that his time has come, when he did his own signature bow, I even did the same thing. And one of my lights on my ceiling literally shined on me in purple light. Same thing like Undertaker with him.
Wow.
And when I heard Paul Bear saying, "Oh yes," I even did the same iconic eye roll like him, but it was. And I was actually making those noise when anime is like you hear them cry, And I never thought I would actually do that, but that was all natural.
Damn.
Yeah, later that night, I was so distraught. And apparently, he sent a message saying that it's going to be okay. And I got giddy. Saying that he's going to be okay, all things must come to an end, which it was true.
Yeah.
Just like when he said, streaks are made to be broken. That's what my dad tried to tell me, and that's what he said too.
That is true.
But yeah, that day that I didn't kind of care what was going around me, my light actually spot on did a spotlight on the purple light on me, just like Undertaker. But I guess it was something to say again. I guess I don't know. But yeah, and I was extremely happy that I was there for his induction of the Hall of Fame, and I can't believe he actually brought his old clothes in there, especially the purple gear.
Yeah, man.
I'm kind of surprised that they didn't bring back the ministry robe. And I'm actually having his ministry goatee. That's what I call it, the ministry goatee.
And
I did a lot of
working on
art.
that?
I have it right now. Actually, I have a drawing, actually. Do you have an art room in there?
In the Discord?
Art gallery, there it is. Can I show it in there?
Yeah, sure.
Because I made so much art out of oh, hello. Chainsaw Man, really? He's the biggest freaking meme now. Anyways, yeah, here. Let me see if I can find it, because I have so much art. So, yeah. I made a... Did somebody say pizza rolls?
Pizza roll.
I can't stop doing that. Okay, what was your... I keep getting confused by... Back in the day, you used to call yourself Dirkerlink, the trainer professional, but what do you call yourself now?
Vivian.
Vivian? I got confused. What made you change your name?
I'm transgender.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. But I thought you would keep their name, but okay. Some people have their chance different.
Well,
This
the reason I didn't keep Decker Link then is because Decker was my last name before, and Link was tied to, obviously, I shouldn't say obviously, Link, the main character of Legend of Zelda. Legend of Zelda, just owning up to the fact that I was never really closely tied to the series. Plus, my new last name just would sound kind of fucking goofy in front of the word Link. Plus, I just really like my new name. So I use my first and middle name as my username now.
Oh, okay. Me though, like I kept. Like you see, 27 and 2. That's actually from the 2 is actually from Undertaker.
I'm in the art gallery. Oh, that's venting.
I'm still looking for it. Sorry, I have so much art.
I thought you said you had posted it. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to, but I'm still looking for it. I got so much shit. There it is. This is the very first art that I've ever done, and it's supposed to be from My Hero Academia. So hopefully it'll load because I know there it is.
Oh, hey.
So what you think?
That's not bad.
Looks
It gets-
better than.
It gets
looks
better. Because you know with me, like I call this, since my character is literally like, so I call this world tunic, and I got pretty much the detail spot on, didn't I?
Yeah. Looks like the outfit that Taker had going into was it the match with Punk?
Nope. Try again.
Wasn't Punk?
Nope.
But you know what outfit I'm talking about.
This came first debuted with Shawn Michaels on his last WrestleMania.
Okay, so that was 26. Okay.
Mm-hmm. You see, I'm such a fan.
So see, that's cool. It's cool. I have no gripes with being wrong in the face of a proper expert. I'm learning. I like to learn.
This is also me right now.
Yeah.
I literally look like that.
At least your beard does.
Hey!
If your eyes were that wide, I imagine there'd be like if they went that close to your ears.
Oh, then yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, you got a point there. But what you think?
Plus, if they were yellow, Like I said,
There,
that's really
hey,
good. I like it.
thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah,
Also, I
but
dressed up as Undertaker for Halloween a number of years.
which one were you as?
I did the Last Outlaw, you know, the leather coat and the hat, you know, just very very easy.
Haha. Very nice. There's also this one because I used to play D&D until we stopped. I fucking miss it. We didn't even finish the damn thing.
I
So
miss D&D too.
this was supposed to be a concept for what I was supposed to wear.
Ooh, hey, nice.
The fabric is a skin that I've taken from the ones I killed.
Edgy.
Plus, I get myself a bit of muscle, so I gotta look badass.
The Brim Reaper. Nice. Also, thank you, Cheryl. I almost said Cheryl. I almost said Cheryl because me and Brie have been watching the Chernobyl miniseries that HBO Max has, and instead of saying Chernobyl, we, we one time my autofill just said Cheryl when I accidentally sent it. And so when we were still a couple episodes short on finishing it, and so we're like, oh, are we gonna finish Cheryl? So I'm sorry, I almost called you Cheryl. But yeah, thank you, Chernobyl, for saying that you like Jade more. Bruh.
And the last two Undertaker, what you call it, fan art was supposed to be like me, still Soul Taker. This was supposed to be when he was wearing the minister robe and underneath it his gear. So I want to see what you think, Vivian.
Oh, hey. Yeah, very. I can definitely see the influences. God, that Widow's Peak. And yeah,
I actually have a widow's peak.
that's sharp. That's full on
Yes, that's
Vegeta.
sharp. I know. Yeah, Vegeta. I can't do them anymore.
I'm sick, or else I'd try. Well, I'm not sick, but I am sick still, but I'm recovering. I'm on the
You
tail
don't
end
look
of it.
sick.
Hopefully, I don't
You don't
look
look sick
sick.
or sound
Well,
sick.
I feel it. Like I said, I'm on the tail end of it.
Uh, get off my tail. You know how sensitive it is.
Yuck, 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 yuck.
Yuck, yuck. But I've also made Kane fan art, but it has a little bit of a customization if you like to see.
Sure.
So I made a few of them, but let's see where they at. So Yama,
Where they at, though?
yeah, where they at? I gotta dig them up. Cool.
Dig 'em up, dig 'em up.
You kind of sound like the Cowardly Lion. Put them up, put them.
That's exactly what I was trying to do.
Which one you voiced? Oh fuck! I forgot to show you this. Sorry,
Oh, God.
son of a nutcracker.
Mm.
That's, which one?
Which one?
At a hurry, expecting company. This was recent. I was talking about the purple gear so much, I made this.
Oh, yes. What is it? Let me see. I await the vision. I appreciate you saying that, Cheryl. I one time, it was in high school, we had our homecoming parade, and so I was screaming my ass off. And we had a choir performance the next day, and I had a solo. I had a solo, and hey, nice. Oh my! Look at it. Oh, I like it. I like how you went with more of a blue purple. Very cool. I like that a lot. But yeah, I was screaming my ass off, and the
Thank
next
you.
day I had a solo for Brown Eyed Girl. That was the song, and I had the first verse as a solo, and all the while driving up to the place we were singing, I was just like, I can't fucking hit. But that's how my throat felt. But when it came to singing it came out totally fine. And it's just from years of fucking practicing, and you get this a lot with the classic carnival barker who can sound like they've thrashed their fucking voice to hell, but it's not good for you. But I try it. I try it, and I do it, and I do it, and I try it.
See, that's the thing with processes, with most performances or something like that, or what it is. It's like you get up to it and you're feeling nervous to your throat, and you feel like you can't do it. I don't know if this is what you were going with at all, but when it comes time to actually do it, it's like, oh my god, I'm actually doing quite well.
Yeah, there's definitely a part of that as well. I was a theater kid. Can you imagine? And the part I hated most was being in the wings.
The backstage, huh?
Mm-hmm. That's what it means for those who aren't theater versed. The wings are the part backstage, and just beyond the curtain, but behind the wall next to the curtain. That's the wings, and that is my most hated area because it's so close to just doing it and being there, and it's where all your second guessing happens. It's where, oh god, do I actually know my lines? Is it? I think I got it. Oh fuck, and you can't say you're doing it, especially if you're mic'd up, because what if the audio person fucks up, so you can't be saying anything. So you got to keep it all to yourself, and you can't be, and then you're supposed to be quiet, but fucking everyone's chatting, so so it sucks.
Yeah.
Like, I try to get a good example, if I may.
Sure.
Like, say that you're trying to finish Darius's route live, and let's just say that you auditioned me to play as Darius, and you play as, well, Andrew. And I actually screw up when I was trying to read the lines. Something like that? Does that make any sense?
Well, see, that's the thing, is if you are performing and you screw up, you can do something with it. That's totally fine, because an audience is infinitely more forgiving than you will ever give them credit for. And if they're not, fuck them. They are sons of bitches if they don't forgive a fuck up, because you are a person just like they are. But in the wings, that doesn't make a goddamn bit of sense, because in the wings, you are supposed to be perfect, and everything has to be perfect, and you gotta do it right, or else you're a loser piece of shit. And so it just sucks.
Yeah, we can't be Mr. Perfect.
No, and it's my performance anxiety is at its worst in the spot between can't go back and can't start yet.
Because, yeah, I kind of feel what you mean, because when some moments, yeah, I still get nervous.
Yeah.
But I still pull it off.
Yeah.
My first ever thing ever done for somebody, I actually played as an old man, and I actually pulled it off without any problems. Yeah, playing an old man isn't that hard. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
go ahead. But yeah, I like. We were talking about wrestling. I can say this.
Speaking of which, is the art's in the art gallery, by the way.
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm keeping an eye on that.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. You're doing your thing.
Yeah, you can see the Kane influence on that. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I've been doing a wrestling podcast for a while. It's on hiatus at the moment, but
Oh, do tell.
yeah, it's called Kick Out at One, and
Oh, nice.
yeah, and the guy I've been doing it with, he's an independent wrestler by the name of Mikey Wild, and he had his hiatus match on the same day as Extreme Rules.
Really?
Yeah. And that's where I was on the day of Extreme Rules. I was there in person watching his match. And the thing is that we've talked, and he said that when I don't know if I should be actually saying this, but we've talked about we've talked about it on the podcast, is that when he comes back, or if he runs shows, he wants me to be a part of either announcing or commentating or something like that. So should he get his promotion going, or should he run a show, I will be a part of a fucking wrestling show. I've never done that before, but I have the enthusiasm to do it. I've done performances of various kinds. I certainly have the desire to do it, and he has the confidence in me to do it. But I know for sure that the moment that will be the biggest hell for me will be either the first time I fuck up and don't have any guidance on how to fix it yet, or right before I am about to start and we just haven't started yet, and I'm just sitting there waiting to go, and it hasn't, that's just what it is for me. I'm just going to be sitting there waiting to start, and then all of a sudden I'll get my cue, and I'm like, oh God, I have to say the thing now. I have to say it. I have to start.
Well, I think you'll do great.
I appreciate that. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
just I would do like start my.
Cutting out.
Think of it. Oh, am I cutting out again?
I heard all that.
Okay, it's just checking. Like for me, when I started to help out another person who was doing a live thing, what I did, I drank a few water. Actually, like I was doing another WrestleMania match. I was like behind the curtains, like jumping in place, like I got this, pumping yourself out. Like think of something else, or also rehearse a little bit. That's what I did, and that's how I started to did my thing.
Well,
I used to always do opening lines for a certain group of ladies because they were used to do horror stuff, and I did a very spot on Pennywise. So yeah,
nice.
I don't do that anymore since they don't do anything anymore. So yeah, I'm out of it. But yeah, I do streaming a lot, like what you're doing, but not for YouTube because I don't know how. I do Twitch though.
Oh,
But yeah.
it's practically the same process.
Yeah, I guess so. But like I said, I used to be so nervous to start my own thing, so I even do most of my shows mute. But when I have friends along, I don't mute myself because, believe me, I play with two other friends. We're like the Three Stooges. Seriously, I'm more the brains of this body or this outfit. Seriously, there's one dumb one that's normal, and one. So yeah, we are the Three Stooges. Vivian, shut up and start talking. Wake up and go to sleep. So stuff like that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, me over here, I'm the mute in the group, no matter what it is.
It takes all
But
villagers to make a world.
But yeah, I just like to help people around to make them like. I may not be as famous, but I like to help. I'm not trying to make a name for myself, you know. If I get recognized, like okay. If I got treated it's like okay, hi. I'm more of as I say, I'm more of a Fluttershy guy because I'm still a part brony because I'm one of the surviving ones.
Yeah, I feel you.
So yeah, I do get quiet when I'm around new people. But once I start to know you, I start talking a little bit. But if you mention something I love, I won't stop talking because if you mention Undertaker, wrestling, I start talking. But yeah, sometimes it's kind of a mind blowing that I'm meeting famous YouTubers and streamers.
Well, if you ever do meet one day, have fun.
I did. I'm talking to you, am I?
Well, you're talking to me, but that doesn't count. That don't count.
Yes, it does count.
No, it don't.
You're killing me, Smalls.
It's kind of like what I said when I started talking. It's no offense, but you may not be famous, but it's like talking to someone you know that has a face on the platform, or someone who has like you watch and you like, and you're talking to them, and you know you're like, what do I do? What is this guy gonna say? How is he gonna respond to my
Oh,
opinion?
I know. I have that feeling too when you're meeting somebody.
Yeah, it's
Say you're screwing up.
that's the thing about parasocial relationships, right? Is that I am for many people the person on the other side of the screen. And so I typically exist only as someone who doesn't respond, who has served a specific purpose. I exist typically as a string of factoids to people. And that's usually it. Like you'll learn like fucking Soul Taker, you know a fuckload about Kane and Undertaker. But if
Yeah.
you were to sit in a room with them, if you were to sit down for lunch with Mark Calloway and Glenn Jacobs, sure you could trivia them to death.
I will be silent. I don't want to say anything. I will be too scared.
But that's
Especially
what I mean. If you were able to somehow overcome that, you could trivia them to death, but as a person, you would still like you don't know what their like favorite restaurant is, or like
you're making me nervous right now. Shit, for thinking of.
Yeah, that's what I'm not trying to make you nervous, but you know what I mean. Is like knowing about a person is like the centerpiece of a parasocial relationship. Knowing a person, that still is what defines an interpersonal relationship. Actually getting to know a person, getting to the root of what makes a person tick, finding out what they like, what they don't like, etc., etc. That's the kind of thing that people who get like obsessed. I'm obviously not talking about either one of you here. Don't think I am, but I'm talking about people who like show up at YouTubers' houses and shit. Like people who get pissed off when they find out their favorite OnlyFans model is married. Like seriously,
Really?
like yeah, that happened. Like there was an OnlyFans model. I don't remember her name, but they found out that.
Oh, good night, Chernobyl.
Yeah, good night, Chernobyl. Sorry, I didn't see that. The good night. Have a good one.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
I would do it, but I'm a bit loud. I can't do it.
I got. But yeah, they found out this OnlyFans model was in an abusive marriage. this abusive, toxic marriage. And whereas previously she was being forced or coerced to keep that marriage private. But some people's takeaway from that was to get mad that that she was married. Like that was ruining the like what the fuck? Like that's your priority here? Like that's the toxicity of a parasocial relationship. I almost said paranormal, but basically you could say that too. So obviously this is nothing to that degree, but what I'm talking about is when Mike, you came on and I made the joke, it's remarkably similar to talking to a person, isn't it? It's because it is. I record a thing and I put it on a website and people watch it bafflingly, but I appreciate it. But that doesn't make me anything different at all. But I appreciate very much that that you give a damn. I really do.
Is that valid? Cool.
Pardon?
I'm looking at some of the art, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But it's like, and see, talking behind a screen is actually a good way to build confidence because, trust me, if I met you in person, I'd be clammed up and just awkward.
Me though, since I've been watching your videos, friend, if I see you, it's like, hey, aren't you Vivian? Like, hey, I would shake your hand and saying, like, I enjoy your content.
Oh, good for you. I
just wish I can do what you're doing.
You can. I mean,
how?
I want to say, I mean, I don't want to speak for abilities or whatever. I meant more so, I was referring back to when you were talking about how you stream sometimes on Twitch, but you don't know about on YouTube. If you have any questions or need any pointers or need anything on that front, that's specifically what I mean. But I don't want to potentially seem like I'm minimizing or trivializing any kind of anxieties or difficulties you're having in that regard. I don't want to seem like I'm disregarding anything like that.
That's fine, but as long as I help some people.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. As long as I help people get.
You're still
like if you
a
need.
couple times.
Sorry, I'm very quiet with my voice sometimes.
It's
like
okay,
it's saying like if you need a help for voices for certain characters, I'll try my best. Like that's just me. Like I do voices a lot. Just nice. wish I can just do something about it. Like I do it on my own stream, like but I just like like helping other people out.
It is difficult going from 0 steps to 1. Like the first, it's cliched as it sounds cliche as hell to say, but when they talk about the journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step, that first step is the same as every other step that follows. And while it feels like that first one is the hardest one, it is essentially the same as all the rest that follow. It's the same distance. And you can only take 1 step at a time.
Oh, yeah. 1 step at a time. 1 step for man, 1 giant leap.
Well, you ain't got to go to the moon to make a YouTube channel.
I have a channel, but I got so much people will subscribe to me because I used to help people around. But that's just the story of my life. It's boring.
I have a channel too, but it's mostly filled with cringe-filled content.
Filled with what?
cringe content.
Oh God.
Too.
Yeah, but I gotta say, no offense, but when Darius mentioned my name, yeah, I kind of cringed. Like, what he said?
I do that all the time too. I cringe when I hear my voice on a screen because I'm used to the voice that I hear. When I hear the voice that other people hear, I'm like, oh, that's my voice? Oh my god.
Oh, tell me about it. That's what people say when they're on like. I got you. I get what you mean.
Yeah, I feel that too.
So,
Uh,
speaking of voices,
Go
uh,
on.
Vivian, I have a question. Um, what makes you choose what voices to give? Like, I know you specify in videos that you give it based on the description of the voice of the character, but sometimes I hear similarities. Like, Spencer and Leo had the same voice at one point, and most child characters in a visual novel also sometimes get the same voice as well.
Hmm. Well, on that second one, a large part of that just comes down to the fact that I have a limited range. I don't have a huge variety of child voices, but I'm trying to expand it. There was a recent episode of Burrows where I tried to give. There was 3 different children on the screen. There was a child version of a teen, of Gray, and of Sam, and I tried to make them sound different to each other. I don't know if I succeeded, but I tried. And
You did the best you can, I would say.
well, thank you. That's all I can try. Um, and so, as far as how I decide what characters will sound like, um, if there is a description in terms of words, I'll try to match that. But if there isn't anything like that, I try to go based off of a combination of what the character looks like, what they are acting
That's
like.
it. That's exactly how I would do it. Vision of
Yeah.
what they do.
Yeah. What they look like, what they act like, if there's any kind of implied accent in their text. Um,
How their manners are. How they're like the character itself
yeah.
altogether.
There's a variety of different small hints that you can get. Um, there's certain things you can tell about a person based off of, say, the clothes they wear or the way they carry themselves. Um, Obviously, I've changed certain characters' voices over time because obviously judging a book by their cover is not always the most accurate way to figure out how a person is. Um, so,
Like,
uh,
would it be a good example when you did Spencer's voice? Try to tweak it out a bit.
yeah, Spencer is probably the biggest fucking example because I
Because
the
oh yeah,
big problem with Spencer largely came about because I wasn't taking extracurricular activities seriously back then. I wasn't taking what I was doing at all seriously back then. It was very early on.
oh,
It
oh,
was
I can
this
tell.
it was the second game I had ever played in this genre, and so I didn't feel like it was serious at all. I didn't think it was serious. I had just come off of Amorous, um, and I didn't take that seriously at all because it was a joke of a game. And so when I saw extracurricular activities in its old art style, having not been exposed to any furry visual novel before that other than Repeat, um, I didn't take extracurricular activities seriously on the surface at all. I came to learn to take it seriously, but in those first days, I just saw these giant, comically giant, oversized motherfuckers, and it was just like, no, this is clearly just some fetish bullshit.
Oh yeah, the old art, huh?
Yeah, I thought it was nothing to be taken seriously. I thought this was just another fetish trap, and so
Trap.
yeah, I thought this was just another porn with a plot thing, but it turned out
Literally.
very much not to be, and it proved me wrong. And I will freely admit that I was an asshole who judged it way too harshly, and I judged the medium itself way too soon. And I've been playing these games for fucking 6 years now? I'd be fair to say that I've
Doing the extracurricular activity because you actually got my attention on the storyline. Especially, I think you started when I saw your videos. You were doing Coach Grifter, especially the drama, because that got me hooked on that hook fishing line. So I was like, "What is there actually a VN on this?" So I looked it up and was like, "Oh shit, there it is." So that's what kind of started. Because of you, I started doing that or reading with you, along with you.
nice. Well, I appreciate that.
So yeah, you're the second one. And that first one had ever done it before. I was going through shit. Since my dad passed away, I just moved in with my sister and all. I was feeling low, so I decided to look at some stuff. And lo and behold, I found this guy I'm still watching. The guy who did Amicus, which is also known as Valid.
Oh, Blide.
Blide, or
Blide Lloyd?
sorry. Blide Lloyd, yeah, I thought it was Ballad. I can't read the text. I'm so stupid.
It's a Welsh, I believe, Welsh word.
Blide, him, ever since. Well, first I've ever seen was when he was doing Far Beyond the World. And he just barely started doing it. So you could say that I just barely started with him. So I subscribed to him, and he actually caught my attention. And let me tell you, I'm very hard to get my subscription from, and I say that to everybody. So then when I found out he did Amicus, that was the very first series that I watched with him. And ever since then, I've been subscribed to him. And I actually downloaded the virtual novel myself and to ever read myself. Plus, yeah, I experienced some of the stuff that he's not supposed to put on YouTube. Hoorah! But, yeah. So it was him and then you.
Nice.
It was kind of cool to actually for him to answer my question. Because I always actually wondered, since he's been doing a lot of like virtual novels, would he actually ever do a extracurricular activity? Because that I wondered, would he actually do that? Because I know he does certain voices, he's got limits because the way his voice is. Because everybody's got limits. I think I do too, because I can't do much either. Not certain ones. Just depends how your voice is acting.
Yeah.
Like I said, I can do easily Darius. I don't know if I can do Spencer. But the rest, I don't know.
Spencer's just a little gravel.
How does he do it? How do you do it?
Just a little gravel.
Like this. I don't know.
Not that much gravel.
How do I sound?
The gravel is minimized towards the front of the throat and pitched down a little. That's all it is. It's very, very easy.
See,
that's too much gravel. It's way too much, and it's too loose. It's tight gravel.
Oh, I can't do that. That'll make me sound like a... can't do it. It's like
right.
You're the guy. It's like you're the only guy who can do him.
Yeah, I'm not, and also I'm not a guy, but I understand.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Person. You're the person who could do him. I might as well be quiet. I might have to say something. But anywho, but yeah, I can't do Spencer. Maybe I can do Grifter. Maybe. But my voice is a little high pitched, so I don't know.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah, to me though, you pull off every voice that you do.
Yeah, the voices I can do them very well. The ones I can't do, I don't do them.
Same here. Adore you.
That's another reason why characters tend to share voices, is because I just can't do them.
I also noticed that all the main characters, usually all the main characters, don't tend to have voices.
What do you mean they don't have voices?
Oh, like the protagonists.
Yeah, protagonists.
Yeah, it's because I'm narrating, and if the narration is first person, then it wouldn't make sense for the narration to be not in the voice of the main character.
It's just in the thoughts, isn't it?
Yeah, if it's going to be from the thought of the main character, then unless I'm going to be doing a voice the entire time, which I feel like would get old.
Fair enough.
But I did get it. So, you can't tell.
The only slight exception I feel like, the only slight exception is the smoke room, because I give a very, very slight drawl to Samuel, but that only comes out a little bit because there's a lot of degrees of accents to all the characters in that game. And so I just sort of let my natural Midwestern twang.
Luckily for you, I can do some southern, like cowboy.
Yeah. That's the thing, is that there's different southern accents. Like, there's like the one I give to oh god, I can't remember his fucking name.
Is it from?
The deputy from the smoke room.
Todd. Yeah, Todd.
The one I give to Todd is kind of Virginian. It's very thin, but higher pitched. It's higher pitched and thin and rounded out.
Trying to vision or listen to.
Well, I could just do the voice if you'd want me to. if my descriptions are confusing.
Because I'm a visual learner. Plus, speaking of that, once I'm finished with extracurricular activity, the smoke room is going to be the next VN that I'm going to be watching you from.
Oh, cool. Well, that one's
and read with.
Well, thank you.
So my personal opinion is that I don't know if you need to play Echo first to understand half of what's going on in the smoke room, but unless smoke room's a standalone where you can hop right in and you'll not be confused at all.
I mean,
the only Echo game I played was Adastra.
Well,
first virtual novel I've done.
Echo it's technically independent of Adastra.
Yeah, it's from the creators, isn't it? Same creator?
It's made by the same people. I'm talking about storylines.
I heard about it or read about it.
Yeah. But in terms of the voice,
so how did he sound like?
The Todd voice is up here. You can hear it's very thin. The tongue is pushed forward, and some of the consonants aren't always fully realized.
You kind of almost sound like my character named Billy.
However, then you get a character like Murdoch. Now, Murdoch, I gave a more of a Georgian Southern accent. It's more Georgian. And it gets down here. And it's more of a...
That makes perfect sense, actually.
Settled in, kind of, well, I don't know what you're going for, but I know what I would be more interested in spending my evening with. You know, that kind of thing, because he's more of a smooth talking kind of get your goat kind of motherfucker. So
Let's make a deal.
yeah, because he's kind of a conniving twit, but also he's also
thanks for the warning.
he's a double talking schemer who's also got something up his sleeve, but also has something else and it's a good accent for someone who has a hidden vulnerability. And there's a lot of different Southern accents. So when some people say I do a good Southern accent, I'm like, no, you don't, because you just rolled the whole fucking South up into a ball and just called it hick.
Heck, dude, seriously, you're just hating on people these days.
Yeah. Like,
But I can do Southern myself.
Pardon?
I can do Southern myself as well. Ain't that hard. There are a few types of, but yeah. But you kind of did a very nice job, I gotta say.
Well, I think.
Well done, Shaw.
I was born in Kansas, so I'm not even really from the South, but I'm from like the border. I'm from literally a state that was fought between is it going to be the South or not.
We're going right down south.
Yeah, it was bloody Kansas.
I like the voices that you give TJ and June are my favorite ones.
Yeah. Kind of scratchy and up here a bit. With
some tips if you're trying to help your voice out. Say that you couldn't.
Fine. I was just giving a voice demonstration.
I heard you're struggling with that. I thought I could help.
No, I was demonstrating a voice just now.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Am I? Well, I thought I interrupted you. See how I am now? I might as well. I gotta be quiet now.
I'm sorry for the confusion. I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean.
Yeah, okay, Darius.
That was not Darius. I don't know who it was, but it was not Darius.
I just had to make myself.
Yeah. See, sometimes I try to, since TJ and June's voices are the favorite you give, I try to mimic them, but I just feel like I make myself sound completely off key.
Because
TJ is kind of like up here a little, but a little more down. And I don't know how to do June's.
Well, June is tricky because with June, there's at a certain point in the story when his ruse is uncovered, he goes from being all chipper and up here to being down here and more realistic about what he's actually thinking. The bass is nasal and kind of scratchy. Either you're up here or down here. Bass is nasal and scratchy, but it's just pitched up or down.
I'm going to keep you guessing.
Yes.
You sound like an evil doctor when he did that. Yes.
I also just realized that you give Todd and Brian the same voice.
That's what everybody said on the one stream that he actually mentioned my question.
Todd is like Brian when he was sober.
Brian, so
Yeah, Brian is Todd after he's gone off the bend.
Nice.
Nice.
I can do that pop, but Mark Rosen did. And into the mouth. Nice.
Hello, sweetie.
Yeah.
Hello there. Are you for me? Very good. Another city for me.
another city.
That's just me talking. It's because I've been awake for a while and I've been talking for 4.5 hours.
Maybe it's getting late. You should.
It's almost 2 in the morning.
2 in the morning. Jesus.
And it's only becoming midnight for me.
Same here. It's 11:53. My. So I've been wondering what game be this you've been playing.
You don't know what game I'm playing?
No.
It's in the title of the stream.
Oh shit! I'm so stupid.
No, you're
Civilization.
not. Do not speak ill of yourself.
I must, sir.
Do not, and I am not a sir.
Son of a bitch! I did it again. Civilization.
Civilization 6.
Games like that, I don't really have the attention span for.
Oh, this requires no attention span. I play this almost passively.
I like the plane
good.
go by.
Oh, goody, that I might check it out myself.
Yes. This
What?
is very incremental.
I must ask, why are we being gentle? I should.
Why are we what?
Why are we speaking like in the old times?
What other times are there?
You know,
Because we can speak however we want.
Well said, sir. Well said. See, I can actually catch on. But yeah, it's fun being goofy. Oh, yuck.
Yeah.
Oh, yuck. I gotta tell you this funny story, if I may.
Well, you gotta, so I guess we can't stop you now, can we?
You can't stop the K train. Anyway. Okay, I was actually a YouTuber. Something like this, but it was like a I guess you could call it a virtual novel. It was a mystery one. When I was doing my line, some joker decided to sound like spot on Donald Duck. And the words he used that broke me from first of all, I never break character, but this guy literally broke the entire window of my acting. So I was saying my lines perfectly. Then out of nowhere, Donald Duck said, "What the fuck?" I just broke down laughing. I was like, seriously? I was like, mad. So like, who brought this guy in? This isn't even Disney. Then then he said it again. What the fuck? I just started laughing so hard. I was terrible.
That's funny.
Yeah, because you see, voice actors or, actors that play children's shows, when you hear them swearing, it's like they're from a whole nother world when you hear them do so. Because, you grow up on them voice acting a TV show that you forget that they're a grown adult that likes to express themselves.
Oh, I hated that person, but I love him. He got me, I'll tell him that. He got me.
like an example would be who played Mr. Krabs, because he also plays the guy from Detroit Become Human, and when I made the connection between the two, I was like, oh my god, he has a mouth on him.
Yeah. I don't know. SpongeBob's gonna last long though. Shit, he's been around since 2000.
SpongeBob's pilot episode was in 1999.
Yeah, and made his debut in 2000.
Yes.
You know what other show debuted in 1999?
Oh.
Which show?
Family Guy.
Oh yeah, that was when they were not. They came back better than ever.
I wasn't born in 1999.
Whoa.
I was in 95 myself.
Likewise.
But yeah.
I'm a 2002 kid.
Oh. I gotta ask.
Do you?
Stuts under stuts.
Who are you asking this question to? You're cutting out again.
Vivian.
Oh.
Alright, what is the question?
Goddamn, Mike. Sorry. I asked if he can do Stitch.
I have my moments, but it requires me being very loud.
Stuts don't have to be so loud.
But I do.
Oh, Hannah.
So, you mentioned earlier when we were talking about visual novels that left a horrifying impact on us, Blackgate. Now, Blackgate is a visual novel that I played myself.
Blackgate. That sounds like a nice one.
It's personally for me, it's like a 3 out of 5 star visual novel. I never finished it because I could not follow it. But what I could follow was like good, I suppose.
Can you tell me what's it about? Because this might get my.
Oh god.
If you can, it's okay.
I can pull up the synopsis from the itch.io page.
Hello, Ghosty Specty. Mwee hee hee hee.
Let's see.
Oh, I know what he did. He did a Jevil.
What?
Ghost Specty. Sounds like Jevil was laughing.
Okay.
From the Undertale game, the second game. So yeah. But go on.
Let's see. It's not giving me a synopsis. All it's saying.
Well, I've been there, and people say I sound like the male version of Luna. I mean, do I actually sound like the male version of Luna? I mean, seriously, come on.
No.
Thank you. I mean, like, I may say the same lines as she does, but it was just for fun and for practical jokes. But they say, you sound like the male version of Luna. I was like, really? Saying like, I'm not actually trying to do that, but I kept getting the same results.
Hey, Soultaker, I'm gonna DM you the link, itch.io link for Blackgate.
Okay. Ready then, there it is. Let's see what's behind door number 1. Oh, hell yeah. This may catch my interest. Very good.
So, talking
Oh,
of,
yeah.
so
Oh, yeah.
not really speaking of, but your one-off series playlist, Vivian. Sometimes I see some of those series make a return. Like, is it like it just depends on how you're feeling if you would go back to them, or?
Pretty much. Sometimes I get recommendations. Sometimes I. That's pretty much what I've decided to do. Um, I only want to play stuff that I want to play. Um, I try my best to focus solely on
Oh, shit.
playing stuff that I want to play now. Because for a long period there, there was a very uncomfortable time on YouTube where I felt like I had to play anything that was demanded or requested, whether or not I wanted to play it. And it was fucking miserable.
Oh yeah, no, I understand that. You do what you want to do. A lot of people don't seem to realize that you don't have to really follow what your audience wants. It's what you want that's important.
It's hard to remember
Like
that
this.
sometimes.
Yeah, like a song. It's your game.
The problem is that if I only did what I wanted to do,
You'll get backlash.
I get backlash and people don't watch it and people start asking, why aren't you playing the thing that we want you to play?
Yeah, I get that too as well.
The comment section saying, "Oh my God, when are you gonna play the next episode of Temptation's Ballad?"
Oh, Temptation's Ballad I love playing. I get right to that immediately. But usually it's tennis ace or extracurricular activities or...
I love those both.
I know. A lot of people do. But
Sweetie.
I have enjoyed tennis ace less and less the more I have played it.
The ironic thing, they're both played.
That's completely understandable. Opinions change. The funniest moment of the videos that I watched is when, in Tennis Ace, is when I was watching Vivian, and it was during, I believe it was Shuichi's route, when he was describing the most annoying person you could possibly imagine, and it was just zooming in on Saya the whole entire time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember you saying, like, who is the best, either Suichi or Spencer. I say both. They're both equal. Nice. I'm actually looking at this thing that you sent me. I'm actually hooked. I see the pictures and very nicely detailed. Damn. Especially the cops pointing guns at you. Shit. I didn't do anything. Not yet, at least. Well, make
Nice.
If
sure.
you want me to.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
I don't know, officer. Do you want me to do something that puts me in handcuffs?
You know, handcuffs are very kinky, especially when they have some stuff around.
Thank you, Mothra665. I appreciate that. Those are my two longest Let's Plays, Tennis Ace and extracurricular activities. My patience is definitely something I've had to work on.
Yeah, whenever you're ready, just go for it.
And that's
I mean,
one of the
shit,
reasons why Darius's route has taken 2 years to get back to.
And I don't know if you noticed, I stopped right. Yeah, I stopped when you stopped making Darius routes, so that's why I'm continuing with somebody else. the routes. Right now, I'm actually tonight. It's Spencer's route tonight. Because every night when I have a chance, they take turns. Like, say tonight, I started with Spencer. The next night, if I have a chance, Coach Grifter. The next night, well, it was supposed to be Darius. I guess it's Chester's up next. And the night after that, it's Dozer. And repeat.
I see.
So yeah, like I get to everybody's chance and see what goes on.
Fair enough.
Seriously, I just can't get Darius out of my head. What have you done?
What has he done? It's like more like what has Darius done?
Well, I should say, what hasn't he done? Well,
Fair.
yeah, because he's not into lovey-dovey. He's just more into the sex and more than just move on. But I did like his storyline. Like, he's a stunt driver, and he comes from a rich family. But I like his personality myself. Sometimes he's a bit a handful, but he's a quote unquote nice kitty. He has his moments. I mean, come on now. But what got me most is mostly just well, I can't say it's all of them, except for Chester yet, because I haven't gone to him yet. So I gotta wait a few more nights to get his turn. But yeah, I liked all the storylines.
Alrighty, well, it was fun. It was very fun. This has been very fun, but I think I'm gonna clock out for the night.
Sounds good, man. Thank you for being here.
You're welcome. Good night.
Good night.
Hi, dude. Awkward silence.
Nah, it's all good. Just trying to move all my stuff to the new front since I took over this person that was in the corner here. Now I can push all my stuff to be ready and focused. Once I get all that set up, that'll probably be when I end the stream. Erebus, hello.
Oh, yeah, I enjoyed it. I also enjoyed it.
What?
I enjoyed my time talking to you for the first time.
Yes, I'm glad.
And a privilege.
Thank you. I enjoyed it as well.
Likewise. But, yeah. Vian's pet peeve of mine, to be honest. For a lot of reasons. Some do it for the echo.
What? What are you talking about? What's a pet peeve?
I don't know, I just Mothra 66
You're cutting out
said
again.
Mothra 665 said that. So just reading her comment.
Oh, I didn't see it. Begins with a lot of routes are kind of a pet peeve of mine, to be honest, for a lot of reasons. Some do it good, though, like Echo. Oh, yes. Yes, the blanket is in the background. It's right there.
The Pikachu background? Pikachu one?
Yes, the Pikachu blanket there. It's sent in the mail. It's a wonderful piece of art.
Very nice. I've been looking at that from time to time, too.
Yes, it's so cool. I absolutely love it.
Pitatsu?
Yes. They've also made a Master Ball and a Mew. It's really cool. The Master Ball and the Mew are in the living room.
I gotta ask. Which Pikachu? Oh no, Pokemon to be your partner?
Which Pokemon would I choose to be my partner? You were cutting out again.
Yeah, stupid Mike.
Well, that is tough.
Oh, totally.
And that is tough. It's tough because
Words can I express, huh?
well, I guess I've just got to go with Arceus. Because why not choose God and then have them do your bidding?
Me though, but I don't know, not much. Not when you used to trade cards or collect the cards.
I used to have Pokemon cards. I remember that.
It'll be worth money if they collected them all, especially in a good condition.
I remember my cards. They were not in very good condition. I remember when I was young and I lived in my small Kansas town. I didn't have very many friends. In fact, I had none. I had 0 friends. I was friend bankrupt. And I had a tin about this by this, and it was full of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I liked playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I could play it with my brother's friends. My brother had friends. I did not. He would be forced to cart me around with him. Otherwise, I would bitch and moan, and he hated that. And my parents hated more to deal with it, and so it was a mutual agreement that he had to cart me around. So...
Sounds like Primal.
So... I had all these Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I loved playing Yu-Gi-Oh! However, in 2011, I was leaving that small Kansas town I had lived in for 16 years. And I firmly believed that moving from that tiny Kansas village, where I had no friends, moving from there to Kansas City, population boom of many factors, I believed that I would continue to have no friends, and I would lose the only people I had ever had the opportunity to play Yu-Gi-Oh! With. And so I figured there was no use in me carrying on having these Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. And so I gave them to a neighborhood boy, someone who had also had Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, who I only had gotten to play with once. So I gave him all my Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. It was a very emotional moment for me and a very weird moment for him. He didn't really want them. But they were very good cards. Dirk the Red Panda, hello, how you doing? I'm describing how I lost my Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards in 2011. So I gave all of my Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards to this little boy in my home village. And he didn't, like I said, he didn't really want them, but I believed I wasn't going to meet anyone in Kansas City that was ever going to play Yu-Gi-Oh! With me. And so I moved to Kansas City and moved in with my mom, and I go to school, and on the bus ride home that first school day, I meet a boy named Brandon. He was a cute boy, and we would become very close. And the first day that we rode the bus home, we lived in the same apartment complex. The first day we were riding home, he asked me if I played Yu-Gi-Oh! And I said I did, but I did not have any cards anymore. And he said, well, that sucks, or else I would have played with you.
Damn. Man. Oh, shit. Damn. That is messed up. Oh my gosh. I feel bad for it.
Ghost Specty, thank you for the follow.
Shit, I didn't even do this. I gotta do this. I'm actually gonna subscribe to you because, yeah, you've earned it.
Thank you very much.
I mean, come on. I've been watching your videos, so yeah, I read with you, so why
I
not?
appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. Your friends super into Yu-Gi-Oh! And so your friends. I've been giving you cards for years despite you not playing it. Well, that's nice. I'm glad this is what you walked in on. Nice. You and your brother still play Magic, trying to bully him into playing D&D with you. Well, I hope you have fun. I miss playing D&D.
Same here. I miss it playing. I want to play it again.
This is the 3D model of one of the characters I played with the last in-person campaign I played of D&D before I moved, and in general. My brother painted it for me.
Very nicely done. I gotta give him that.
Yes, it's. I keep it on my desk as a reminder, and my dice box is in the other room. I really enjoy. He also gave me a deck of Magic the Gathering cards for a commander deck. I have no idea where it is. It. I think I might have lost it in the move, unfortunately, but
I hate that when you lose stuff on the move.
I don't have anyone up here to play it with, though. As soon as I moved up here, the pandemic happened, and so.
Oh, tell me about it. We
Plus,
couldn't do shit like this.
I'm socially anxious, so it's not like I have had much of an opportunity to branch out and try to find anyone to play with anyway. I'm in a totally new area, surrounded by a bunch of people I don't know, and quite frankly, I'm in Chicago, surrounded by a bunch of people who don't like to talk to people anyway.
I just had a weird idea.
Oh God, what is it?
Okay, it's a D&D, but you can. But out of every characters you've played, it's the same thing that you've done the round table. Everybody can choose any character from the past virtual novel characters they've done. Like, it's a D&D for the past virtual novels you guys have done. So, like, yeah. You think that's a good idea?
I don't know. Mainly because I have no clue what the hell you mean.
Say that you've chosen either certain characters from, I guess I could just call it as either from Tennessee or EA. And someone can be Amicus, someone can be, other people from the past retro novels they've done. And they use those characters for the D&D series.
Oh, okay. I've got to take a trip to the little girl's room. I will be right back.
Take your time, but hurry back.
I'll try.
All right. I think I'm back. Let me see what. No. All right. So it seems the people that were in the Discord chat with me are gone. So I'll go ahead and turn the music of the game back on. Eventually. Ooh. There we go. And welcome back to hello, seeing me for what that's worth. Oh wow, the music is really high. Sorry, let me turn that back down. Sorry, there we go. Oh no, the music's really low again. Fucking, I'm sorry. Oh boy, oh boy. I'm pretty much gonna come. I'm sorry about taking so long in the bathroom, by the way. I'm going to probably just finish up this turn and then end the stream. I don't know how many people are still watching. I can just check that real quick. Looks like we got 5 people watching on YouTube, and on Twitch, looks like we have 1 concurrent viewer. So we got 6 people watching right now. Nice. Or, oh, 4 people on YouTube and 1 on Twitch. So that's 5. Ghosty Specty still here. Hi. Hey, Dragon Slayer 115. Hello. I'm doing all right. Ghosty Specty. Wee. Let's get some stuff built, or repaired in this case. Let's repair the stadium. Gotta make a trader. Philadelphia needs a hangar. Airport in Detroit. Online personification. Personified. Let me go down here. Personified. Hello, hello. Sorry. Had to click over to say your name correctly. There we go. Let's go here. So we'll do a trader in Cleveland. Cleveland Grover. How's Chicago weather been? Today it was windy. It was rainy last night. Cloudy. Oh, I wonder if the Bears won. Today was a Bears game, and while I have no interest in football, I am adjacent to people who care. Hey, the Bears walloped them. Good lord, 33-14. Well, good for them. My neighbor really likes the Bears, so good for the Bears. That's the Chicago football team, for anyone who does not know. Let's go with an encampment. Yeah, let's go with an encampment. Fine. But you, Chicago. Speaking of Chicago, How's the weather where you are online? How's the weather online? Let's make a plane. Let's repair the amphitheater. Gilded vault. Which VN would you most like to see turned into a film? See, that one's tricky because you basically have to, if it's a splitting, branching one, you have to either choose one route to be made, or you have to choose a canon route or whatever. Or you have to pick a VN that only has one route and no choices, which in my experience I've only done one of those, which is Temptation's Ballad, which I would love to see either a TV show adaptation or a movie. I mean, it already looks like, some of those CGs already look like it's like animated show quality. So Temptation's Ballad, 100%. I would audition for that in a fucking heartbeat. Probably wouldn't get it, but I would fucking love it. Weather's been mixed in Los Angeles, cold and cloudy in the morning, and hot and sunny during the day. Always wild. Skip to this time mark for this choice. Series that became an anime as Fate Stay Night. I'm unfamiliar. Is the game music too quiet? Let me know. Long movie or good series? Oh, it's a good series. Nice. What do you think of The Crossed? I don't know what that means. I need some military engineers, but I can do those on places that can't make jet bombers. What do you think of a VN crossover? Just any VN crossover? Or do you have a specific one in mind? I like the idea of VN crossovers. I love crossovers in general. I think you have Civ 5 in your Steam library. I haven't played it in years. Nice. I started with Civ Civilization Revolution on 360, then played Civ 5, and now I've played this for like 1,000 hours. The gang goes through McDonald's as FN crossovers. I'm not sure what that means. Always been in the crossovers, playing Kingdom Hearts. I think my love of crossovers started. Kingdom Hearts was a part of it. I also really loved the movie when I was young. I haven't watched it since I was a kid, but The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. That was really cool. To give a basic understanding of the series, a secret war, the 7 mages, and they have 7 heroes from the past as warriors for them to use an all-out fight. Echo crossed with Adastra, crossed with Manhunt from 2003 with Executions and Ultraviolence. Good lord. Ooh, getting close on that aluminum. Aluminium. Oh, there we go. Military engineer. You can do planes again. I really don't need a film studio. Like it would make a killer Silent Hill game, especially the one similar to 4. I guess? I don't know. You got enough energy, got enough housing. Okay. Airport. They were fighting with a holy grail, which grants a wish, but will only have one hero, and mage grant the wish. Basically, the grail chooses who's in the war and which heroes will be assigned to which people. Good lord. Gonna go, is just dropping in. Be safe. Hope you had fun. Bye, chat. Well, thank you for stopping in. I'm glad you were here. Have a good night. I feel like I'm like drowning in this thing. Hold up. There we go. Ooh, I'm Tilted Towers. There we go. That'd make a Fortnite reference. Good lord. Did anyone answer whether or not the music was too low or not? Sorry if I missed it. Music seems fine. Okay. Okay, thank you for letting me know. I just want to make sure. Jesus. Terrifier 2 about the killer clown. No, haven't seen that. Also haven't heard about anyone who throws a spear at you. There's the hero summon a fate. It's Gilgamesh. Hey, I got a Gilgamesh right here for you. He's mad at me right now. He's real mad at me. He don't like me right now. I can make him happy. There we go. Your roof is right. There we go. Monument. Got a cat. Mongrel. Jesus. These are all the people I'm playing with right now. These are all computers, but he's mad at me. She's happy with me, but only for 3 more turns. He's mad at me. He's mad at me. She's mad at me. She's mad at me. She's not happy with me, but she's not mad at me. She's mad at me. She's mad at me. You already seen him. He's mad at me. She's mad at me. She's happy with me, though. And you can't... Oh, hey, we can see me. That's Teddy Roosevelt. Which Vivian character would you like? Most like the Pimp Slap. Oh. Christ, that's a long list. I couldn't definitively say most, because that's just a long list of... Oof. There's just a lot that deserve it. Alex and Katrina? Sucker Punch Katrina. Am I remembering who Katrina is correctly? Chase. I don't think Chase deserves a pimp slap, personally. He deserves jail. And, well, he deserves a stay in a mental hospital. A psychiatric holding. But did you accidentally hug them? That's plenty of people mad. I'm trying to remember, because if I remember correctly who Katrina is, then I'm not sure why Katrina deserves a punch in the face. But I may not be remembering who Katrina is correctly. Oh, Katrina's Artemis' mom? Well, then for what we know of her, then yeah. Oh, God. No. Ah, Jesus, I have arachnophobia. Can you not? I know you didn't know, so don't worry, but... Ugh. I know you, and you didn't know. Yeah, Smokeroom is a giant fucking spider made of a bunch of fucking bits and pieces of people, and that's just my favorite thing. Fucking hell. Quick save the game. Quick save the game. Quick save the game. Quick save the game. Hey, quick save the game. Quick save the game. Hey, quick save the game. Quick save the fucking game. Hate spiders too personally. Find the notion of a phobia surrounding them being irrational is really dumb.
nothing irrational about being scared of spiders. Well, that's the thing about a phobia. It's not being scared of the thing. It's the degree to which you are scared of it. So, like, people joke about, like, oh, what, you're scared of a balloon? Like, it's not that you're scared of the thing. It's the degree to which you are scared of the thing. That's one of the ways that you try to be... it's one of the first steps in coping with a phobia is accepting the normalcy of the fear, is that it's actually okay to be scared of a thing. It's just decreasing the degree to which being scared takes you. So, like, being scared of spiders, like you said, totally fine, totally normal to be scared of it. It's when being scared of spiders makes you so utterly petrified and terrified that it takes over your entire fucking life for that moment, that is what defines a phobia. Or, like, agoraphobia, being scared of wide open spaces. If you're just, I don't like it or I'm scared of it, that's not a phobia. If you're petrified of wide open spaces to the point where you cannot go outside, that's a phobia. So that's what it is. So. Oh, what? Oh. Yeah, I'm not gonna declare. See, I'm not gonna let him declare war when it's not my turn, because then he gets the first shot, and then I'm gonna declare war when all of my shit is on his border, and then I'll be ready. You don't like spiders, but you like learning about them. Oof. I hate when I get to the end of the board and I'm like, oh, geez, I feel like I'm going to fall off. Smoke Room 2, an actual smoky room featuring Carl as the host. Smoke Room 2 is just that bar that fucking Flynn goes to. What am I fucking doing? I need to end the stream. It's 3 in the fucking morning. I need to stop. Free angel spider webs have been scientifically proven to be stronger than steel. I don't even know what that means. I imagine that it's when properly put into a density that matches the density of steel, that it would be as strong. I'm going to assume that, but I also just get the heebie-jeebies when talking about anything to do with spiders, so I'm just going to not engage in this conversation, and I'm going to stop myself from continuing to play this game into the night, because I know if I don't stop myself, I will continue. So I'm going to go ahead and save and say thank you all very much for being here with me on this late night stream of a game that doesn't have anything to do with my regular content. It means a lot to me that you'd be here for this. I know it defies my typical content, so I always get nervous when playing stuff like that. So thank you very much for being here. I appreciate it. Appreciate you being here. Hopefully I get to do this again. And until next time, tomorrow's episode, tomorrow's video. What is tomorrow's video? I'll go ahead and tell you folks who are here. Tomorrow's video is episode 28 of Burrows. What is it called? What is it called? What did you tell me? What is it? What is it telling me? Tell me, what is it? It is episode 28 of Burrows. It is Gabriel's route still. And it is called Our Toxic Chemistry. For those who haven't noticed yet, every episode of Gabriel's route is either the name of a song or a song reference, apart from the first episode, because I didn't know if that was going to be the Gabriel route at that point, I think. But yeah, that will be tomorrow's episode. Technically today, since for me it is the 25th of October, but it won't be out probably for about 10 to 11 hours, because that's how long I tend to be in bed. I probably will get about 5-6 hours of actual sleep, but yeah. Yeah, that's been the naming scheme for Gabriel's episodes. So, I hope you have been enjoying those episodes, and I hope you enjoyed this stream. I enjoyed being here with you, and I will bid you farewell. Have a good night, y'all.